Wow. And we're back.
Parang kagabi lang.
Parang kagabi
Nag-live
lang.
tayo.
Hello
Yan.
everyone, welcome to G Live Game Night. Today we're gonna have Top Shelf once again.
Woo!
You're with your boys Willow and Duane. If you're with us in Facebook, please do share our stream so that we can share our love of board games for everyone. And if you're in YouTube, please like and subscribe because we
Yes,
really
sir.
appreciate it. Because you know that's how that's what you say when you're a YouTuber now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Hit that notification button.
We're just repeating what we hear from other YouTubers.
Yeah, we're very novice vloggers, YouTubers, board game influencers, I don't know. But yes, today we're gonna do Top Shelf, and the topic today is one that was suggested a few weeks back when we
Yeah.
were discussing relaxing board games. So we're gonna flip the script. We're gonna do the opposite end of the spectrum. We're gonna do challenging board games that we love.
Yes.
Yes, and
Uh,
the reason why we use the word challenging and not stressful because sometimes we do love a challenge. Sometimes we want our brains to kick it to high gear, think of the
yes.
optimal combo in order for us to win and or to just execute our plans into motion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gino, welcome to the stream. Hey,
Hey,
GF fam. There you
Gino.
go. Yeah. Hopefully, you guys can share with your friends or on your Facebook groups this list kasi we'd like to know your picks also for challenging board games that you still
Yeah.
love. Syempre, we have our own taste and other games can be challenging for other people and others it could be easy. I'm sure you're gonna say that for my list kasi there are aspects that are challenging for me, but not for some people. Yeah.
Not for everyone.
Yes.
Uh Once again, this is by no means a definitive guide. This is very
Not
subjective.
at
This
all.
is just Willow and Dwayne. But we do have a chat shelf. So if you have board games that you feel that are challenging, but you still love, like, crunchy game, I still love it, comment below so that we can put it up in the nice shelf. Because
Yeah.
we have a chat shelf, and usually the chat shelf is
Filled. It's gonna be
filled
filled
up.
for sure by the
Like,
end of this stream.
yeah, we're gonna do five for Dwayne, five for Willow, five for Dwayne. That sounds weird because I'm talking to myself in third person. But yeah, five for me, five for Willow, and we're gonna do a lot for the chat.
Yeah. So yeah, that's our GL question of the stream. Also, share with us a challenging board game that you love. Will please do write why? Kasi
Yeah, yeah.
uh,
Why? Yeah, we want to know your stories. Like if you have fun anecdotes, or para mga random kwento lang na parang I play this game, tapos ganito nangyari. Yeah, we do love to hear those stories.
yeah.
Before we go, we do have an announcement, super important. Our Marvelous Supply
Ooh,
drop is now live.
there you go.
So if you are
It's
online, I know you guys, especially our early birds, our early gang or early notif gang, you regularly check out the gaminglive.com, but you can see there that the games that you love that are highlighted in the last night's show, they're already there. So please do check it out. We have amazing games, amazing new games, Marvel Champions, Ticket to Ride, uh, a lot, and many more.
ang dami. Yeah.
Madami.
Yeah, you can also click get to the supply drop by clicking in now showing. It's gonna show you the collection in this way. It might be easier for you to browse through that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, if you guys didn't see yet, if you go to our next attraction, Canvas is already up for pre-order. Canvas and Canvas Reflections. These are retailer pledges from their Kickstarter. So you'll get just the retail ano lang to. And but I see that a couple of people already ordered Canvas and Canvas Reflections.
Canvas will be arriving end of the year, right?
Hopefully, that's
End
the
of the
last update.
year, early next year. Yeah,
Yeah.
because of the publisher.
Yeah. So Christmas time, hopefully, or New Year time, it will be with you already.
Or
Yeah.
Epiphany time. Namumove lang ng namumove.
Or Valentine's.
Pero yeah, we really do try our best to get the games, the hottest games in our shelves, in our library, so that you have access to it. But I just watched a documentary about the shipping thing that's happening. Parang it's crazy because everything's interconnected. Like
Yeah.
a shortage in silicon for
Yeah.
semiconductors. That's why you cannot order PS5, and that is also why there are no car. Parang wow, everything's interconnected, and it's from Wendover. A friend suggested that. Tas parang pinanood ko lang kanina. Tas parang very interesting,
Yeah.
very eye-opening. That how our world is very interconnected. Yun lang. Ang layo ng segue ko,
Yeah.
but there are also board games about shipping, and they're also very challenging. I now
Very.
understand.
Yeah.
Dapat pala
Rain,
nilagay ko
welcome.
siya sa list.
Rain, welcome to the stream. Good evening daw. Yay, interesting
Hey,
topic. Yes.
Rain.
Actually, na pinag-isipan ko talaga yung picks ko dito. And also, she said that she already put pre-orders for Canvas. Yes, congratulations to you. Hopefully, hindi kayo maubusan from our Marvel supply drop and also from our pre-orders kasi those are limited and with the shipping happening and also the price increases in some of the companies, I think we're nearing the end of the time na ito yung prices ng board games natin. So hopefully you get your games before
Yeah.
mag-mandatory price increase.
We are trying to best to hold off the price increase. Parang
Mhm.
hold the door.
Yeah, that's
Pero
us now
yeah,
basically.
the market conditions. I don't want to make excuses. It is just we try our best. We really, really do try our best to get the games here, give it to you at a fair rate.
Yeah.
But yes, so challenging board games.
Yeah, so we're gonna be talking about challenging board games that we love. And of course, yung top shelf. Let's just show the logo since
Yay, top
minsan na lang
shelf.
natin mapakita yan. But when we go down, here you go. Here's gonna be our shelf. This is my shelf, Dwayne's shelf, and of course your shelf. So if you guys have any uh, suggestions or any games that you can contribute to the topic, which is a any board game that challenges you but you love. Ayaw namin gamitin yung stressful. So yeah, just share it with us. Tell us why, and then we'll put it in your uh, chat shelf. Yeah, when I get the photos. But I think we can start
We
with
can start.
of course our tradition, the bato bato pick. Who's gonna go first? Me or Dwayne? Come on, Dwayne. Let's go. Okay,
Okay.
bato.
Bato, pick.
Okay, you
Oh,
win.
okay.
So
You go first.
okay, I'll go first. But before I go first, may mga comments na. Okay, Martin says welcome to. Interesting. Why is that? Why is welcome to challenging for you, Martin? And then also JP said Monopoly board game. It is tough to finish the game. Okay. It's quite long. If may someone just holds off that one piece of land, it's never gonna end talaga. But yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go start.
I have never finished a game of Monopoly.
Really?
And I heard parang and then never mind. Hindi, sige, let's go with it. I heard na meron siyang meron siyang probability density. Like there are certain properties in the Monopoly board that are more likely that you will land on it just because you always reset sa go
So
to
that's true.
pass.
Makes
So
sense.
when because it's you roll two dice, so the median is 7. So basta anyway, math.
Yeah. Yeah, before I put your picks, let me just discuss mine so I can download yung mga photos niya. But my first pick for challenging board games that I still love, and I'm happy that Martin is here to experience this, but I really like Power Grid. It's
Ooh,
just tough for me. it's just tough for me sometimes. Most of the time actually. Uh, yung math niya
Is it the bidding part
it
or the
I think
return on investment
it's
part?
the return on investment part. Like I don't know how much I can pay for this, and when I'm like into the auction part of a certain game, like I don't want to lose to you. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this factory,
No
and
matter
then
what.
yeah, and eventually I overpay for it. Tapos hindi ko nasakto na at this time I needed like one more dollar just for buying another thing. Yeah, ayun. This one's I really enjoy this one actually. It's just I love math also, but the math here it's mixed with for me like medyo may emotional ano kasi I don't wanna lose the auction. So parang so yeah, that's why. But I really like Power Grid. I think if you like it people call this Excel the board game, and I see people
Excel?
who play with like calculators while
Guilty
playing
as
this.
char. I do have, when I play Power Grid, I have a budget set. Like,
Yeah,
I can
there you
only go up to this if I'm
go.
bidding, because I need to reserve some budget to buy supplies to power up my
Makes
power
sense.
plants.
Makes sense. I guess I guess yun yung mahirap for me, yung budgeting part. Kasi as long as I have the money, I'll try to get it. Something like that. Yeah.
Pero I agree. There's a parang Power Grid is really challenging also for me. The challenging part for me is the catch up mechanic, wherein if
Hmm.
you're the last player, you become first, and because of that, you can take advantage of that catch up mechanic. There's sometimes you want to hold back, uh, expanding your city so that you will be the first one to pick, and then it's like push and pull of that strategy. Like, when will you go, or when will you just save up your
Yeah.
money so that you can bid higher, so that
For the next
when you're
spend. Yeah.
expecting a certain power plant, especially yung mga very efficient power plant na parang one oil. Oh, one oil, or yung mga renewable energy.
Yeah.
Ang daming moving parts in this game. It's really interesting and it's really challenging as well.
Yeah.
Martin, I know, loves this game.
I know
And
also. That's why yeah. That's my first pick. Power Grid. Let's put it on my shelf here. Chat says, Gino said, GLquestion, Battlestar Galactica, soon unfathomable, yes. Never played a game where humans win, but also many memories. Some probably best forgotten, lol. Hopefully in Unfathomable, mas maganda yung experience. I haven't like played Battlestar Galactica, one, because it's hard to get, and also I don't know the show, to be honest. I haven't watched it. Yeah. Gino also said, most challenging for Willow not to talk about viticulture. I didn't mention viticulture yet in this show, but
oh,
Gino mentioned it.
wala.
So wala.
Dapat
It
meron
doesn't.
tayong viticulture counter. Parang how many times viticulture was mentioned in a show.
And Rain says Spirit Island for me. I love it, but I only play solo, and I've never won a game yet. Can't get any of my friends to play because it's too complicated for them. Oh, no, it's really fun actually, Spirit Island, but it's really tough then to win a game of Spirit Island. And I get yung why friends don't wanna try it kasi yung daming moving parts din kasi. But eventually, unti-unti you can try. You can unti-unti mo sila male-level up. I think we have a
Yeah.
show soon for that. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I agree. A lot of co-op games are harder with more players,
Mm-hmm.
kasi the game scales with the number of players. Like the monsters or the zombies or the plague will move according to the number of
Yeah,
players. And
faster. Yeah.
parang yun yung challenge with more players. How do you cooperate so that you can work together? And Battlestar Galactica, it's a social deduction game, and sometimes lying is hard.
Yeah. I don't lie also.
Yeah, that's why for my first challenging game, board game that I love, it's a social deduction game.
Well,
This is Hail Hydra.
oh, wah. Why is this one tough for you?
Because it's hard, because I don't like lying.
Is it pure lying? Is it a pure
No.
lie game?
So in Hail Hydra, you play as Shield agents.
Yeah.
However, like in the comics and in MCU, Shield has been infiltrated by secret Hydra agents.
Mm-hmm.
So in your group, you're seated on a table, uh, and you look to your left, look to your right. You don't know who to trust. That's very hard. I want to put blood on the clock tower, but I don't like blood on the clock tower.
Oh, you
Sorry,
don't like it.
Martin. I mean, I can play blood on the clock tower, but not as often. Like I need like what they call that. Uh, I need to recover a recovery time.
Yeah, yeah. I get you. I get you. I can't lie that often also in when I play social deduction games unless it's like something easy like One Night Ultimate Werewolf. Pero yung heavier ones like you really have to straight up tell lies. Nahirapan din ako dun.
The worst if you're not lying and then people are like, hindi, ano ka eh, Hydra ka. No, spy ka, werewolf ka eh. And I'm like, bakit ako? I'm telling the truth. I'm just helping the town. And I'm
Yeah.
like, fine, bahala kayo. Mamatay tayong lahat.
Bala ka.
Hindi. Pero Hail Hydra, it's super fun kasi you play as your favorite Marvel characters. And you parang also nice rin na you have powers, and
Yeah.
the powers you can use it for good and bad, na parang very thematic naman, like a Hulk smash that can affect the whole game. You have Iron Man, Captain America, your favorite Marvel heroes are in Hail Hydra.
Mm.
Super fun.
Yeah. I
Pero
guess I guess what we can do pala when explaining is you tell us why you don't why it's challenging for you and then you'll say why you love it. Right?
yeah, we did it naman, di ba?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. I
I
don't
love
know.
it
I don't
because
think I
it's
said it for Power
fun.
Grid. Yeah.
And you said it.
Oh well. There you go. Nice. Hail Hydra, it's not mentioned as much as the other social deduction
I
games.
am not sure why. Kasi parang along the lines of Resistance and Avalon and
Yeah.
Secret Hitler, parang natatabunan siya. Pero I think Hail Hydra stands uh, unique. Kasi
I think so then.
it's the the gameplay is also unique.
Mm-hmm.
Pero a lot of social deduction games I love, but they're also really challenging. And
Right.
I feel that you can get the most fun in those type of games if you play it with a certain type of group.
Yeah, when you have a group na rin actually.
Dapat parang lahat talaga game.
Game
Like
to lie or not
game
to
to
lie.
lie, game to be involved. Kasi
Yeah.
it will fall apart if like people are not really participating. Kasi it's a social. That's the
Yeah,
social
yeah.
part of the
It's
social
hard to
deduction
it's
game.
hard to deduct if everyone's not social. That makes sense. Yeah. Gina said, if there's spreadsheet the board game, there's also Gantt chart the board game, aka Hadrian's Wall. Challenging in terms of keeping track
Ganchad!
of what to do. But once those combos click, oh so good. I think so, yeah.
Ah,
It's one of the I think it's one of the biggest roll and writes. So we'll put that there. Yeah.
Hadrian's Wall.
Hadrian's Wall. Nice pick. And also who else? Sabi ni JP, oh, this was a while ago pa. Ngayon, nabanggit na yung viticulture, yeah. Pero kahit viticulture realm na lang ang malaro ko, okay na ako. I think that's from Rolling Realms, di
Rolling
ba? Yeah.
Realms. It
You should try
will.
viticulture soon. Are you near the metro? Maybe I can let you borrow habang wala pang stock. Gino also said lying. Let's talk about Skull. Yeah, Gino, remember when Duane lies that he's not
Hey,
lying, but he's
I
actually
never
lying.
lied
But
in
then
Skull.
he's lying pala talaga.
No!
Hello,
Never
Sam.
like
Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. And 70 Rain. Hero. Oo nga, Gino. The one time I played Skull with you guys, I got judged.
Well,
It's a
ganun
social
talaga.
deduction game. And GG, hello, welcome to the stream. He's saying DOI, which is I think Dead of Winter. Why is it challenging for you? Let us know.
Dead of Winter,
But
yes.
I do love Dead of Winter. I like the stories. I like that you can die with just one roll.
The crossroads part, I feel.
Yeah.
On top of the game, the mechanics of the game is hard. The crossroads, there are certain crossroads na parang it really pulls your, parang, no, why, I don't want to do this, but I need to do this
I
to
need to.
survive.
Yeah. There's that aspect nga in Dead of Winter. Yeah.
And there's also a social deduction part na, like, semi co-op. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the word I'm looking for. So it's co-op, but there could be a traitor, and there
But
could
you're not
be
sure.
no traitors. You're not sure.
Yeah. So you doubt everyone.
You doubt everyone na parang, oh, bakit hindi ka nagbigay ng food?
Bakit bakit fuel yun nilagay mo nung kailangan natin ng food?
Bakit ka labas
Yan.
ng labas? Eh, dito tayo, mag-barricade. Yeah. Alam mo, nagbibintangan na kayo, tapos at the end of the game, wala palang traitor.
Yeah.
Lahat lang sus.
Before Among Us, everyone was sus.
Pero yeah,
There you go.
Dead of Winter, very, very good game na also challenging.
I guess I'm going to my second board game that I love, but it's challenging for me, and I still do play even if it's very challenging for me. This one is called Dream On.
Dream On?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this game, but we just
What is this
started
game? Parang
recently.
familiar.
Dream On is a storytelling game where you play cards while telling a story. No turns for anyone, as in you just place it. Basta you have to continue the story. At the end of the storytelling phase, which is like I think a minute, all the cards get flipped in the same order, and then one by one,
to remember.
you recall the whole story while flipping cards.
So
And you have to
basically,
guess kung ano yung cards.
storytelling memory game.
Yes. And the hard part for me here, I love it because of the storytelling. The hard part for me is the recall. And we get carried away minsan dun sa storytelling because it's just funny to like biglang dadating si Superman. You know, yung mga ganun na ano. Tas may chocolate hills, dumaan si Superman sa chocolate hills, he put down chocolate, pero dinala niya yung lola, tas he put like ganyan. And then you forget everything because the whole story is so funny. I think we did the playthrough of this also I have a video of this in our YouTube channel dun sa brothers ko. But yeah, Dream On. I love the storytelling. Challenging lang yung recall part. Because it's one by one. So kung hindi ikaw yung nagplay ng card, sometimes you'll forget the story. Yeah. But if you guys want to try this, since hindi siya ganun kaingay in the board game, like I mean, it didn't make a buzz sa board gaming ano. You can check it out now. I think it's available in gaminglab.com at a very fair price. Yeah.
I always get confused this game with When I Dream.
Oh yeah. That's different.
It's a totally different game. That one you try to parang may blindfold.
Yeah,
and then,
someone's blindfolded, tas people are telling you one word clues, and you're supposed to decipher who's trying to give you a clue to get you out of to say the word. Yeah, a bit more lying, but this one's just recall. It's a very funny game also. Young. So that's Dream On. And then let me just read comments kasi dumadami yung comments natin.
Oh, yan, go. I know, I'm sure madami tong comments because
very
you know
Sam
kasi
says,
when we were doing our yung relaxing games, people are like, hindi, let's do the stressful games. And I'm like, wow, okay, sige, gusto niyo to. Let's do it.
Sam says, Agricola, aka Misery Farm. Di ba you like Pandemic? Joke lang.
Misery Farm, totoo. Like,
Have you have you tried yung all creatures big and small? That might be a better Agricola for you. Yeah. And then Gino says, Rain, mas may na-judge ata sa use and cues game when someone gave the Slurpee cue. Yep, I remember that. I remember that. I think Rain also said, use and cues pala, challenging din. Lalo pag weird yung mga kalaro. Sino ba yung nagbigay ng Slurpee clue? That was you. That was you. Isipin mo, we're trying to look for a color, a certain color, and she says Slurpee. What's the first color that comes to your mind when you hear Slurpee?
parang lime green.
Okay, I don't remember. Actually, I don't recall. I think she
Is it?
was
Pero kasi ang
saying
daming
blue.
flavor. Is it
Yeah, yun nga
blue?
eh. There's, you can also say, you can argue that the cup is green, minsan
Minsan red.
blue, minsan red. So,
Nakamiss
brown,
mag-Slurpee.
brown din Slurpee kasi yung Coke,
Yung
right?
cola.
Yeah. So, we get now, Rain, why it's challenging for you. But I love the game. It's very fun. Froy is here. He said, Gloomhaven, it's not just the game that's challenging, but the setup, lol. Yeah.
Pati bringing the game. That game is a workout.
Yeah. But actually, you need a table for that game.
Yeah.
A whole
Parang,
table.
no, you need a whole dining table. Parang,
Yeah.
it's a big game. Big boy game.
But yeah, I have the app of Gloomhaven. It seems pretty good naman. So you might want to try that if ever. But it's still different if you have the physical copy. Just saying. I think Mr. Store is answering for Slurpee Blue.
Ang daming
Brown daw
comments
for
regarding
Sam.
Slurpee.
Rain nilaglag ako ni Willow. Grabe. Well, you told the story. Actually, it was Gino. Blame Gino. He's the
And
imposter.
this is forever in the internet.
Final answer was the Mountain Dew color flavor at. I think it was
Mountain
green.
Dew.
I think it was green.
So
But ang
parang
daming flavors ng yellow
yellow.
green. It was yellow green. Yeah. But while you're discussing your next and all, let me just put their picks
Sige.
on their shelves.
Actually, since na-mention na siya, let's go with my next challenging game, which is also Agricola, also known as Misery Farm.
Yeah.
Agricola, it's a board game designed by Uwe Rosenberg. It's a farming game. A lot of Euro board games na-discuss na natin yan before. Kung na-remember nyo, class. Wow, class! Kung ano yung mga Euro games, there lots of parang revealed lahat ng information, walang dice rolling. There was a fun video ni ProZD regarding Ameritrash and Euro game. Napanood nyo ba yun? Parang ako, oh my God, I want to play Jamestown. Anyway, so it's a farming game, and why Agricola is super hard because you have a lot of options, but you have to feed your family. Parang when I play this game, it's always like my family always goes hungry, like parang always in the brink of hunger.
Yeah.
And pero it's challenging and it's satisfying because if you parang sometimes you just have this nice parang sequence of moves na makakain yung family ko. Yes, hindi sila
I can feed my
magugutom this
family.
year.
Yeah.
So yeah, Agricola, one of Uwe Rosenberg's and the board game community's notorious challenging game. Pero
It's one
if
of
you
the
do
most
have
famous Euros, right? When you
if you
say
do have a
Euro,
chance to play Agricola, do try it kasi ano siya fun naman kasi may mga cute na animals, may sheep, may cow, tapos pwede ka mag-upgrade ng bahay from just straw house to a clay house to a metal house. Parang ang init ng metal house. Is it metal or stone?
Tapos dadating
I
yung
think
Big
it was
Bad
stone.
Wolf. Yeah,
Yung Big Bad Wolf.
Yeah. But yeah, Agricola is really good.
I agree.
Chief Meeple
Cola.
really likes this one also. Yeah. Nice. Agricola. There you go.
Agree.
I agree, Cola.
I agree ko la.
Okay. Okay. I guess Gino said he wants to play Jamestown also.
Jamestown!
You should watch that.
Did you
Yung
clock
sa
yung mga board games na ginamit for that game? That show. I saw Grand Austria Hotel Suburbia, Spectre Ops. Actually, yeah, may tingnan ko, hanapin ko yung video. Maybe in the comments, nandun yung list ng mga board games that were present in that video kasi parang interesting.
yeah. And then Sam says another entry, Chinatown, challenging for me yung table talk and negotiation. I really love Chinatown. The table talk and negotiation is one of the nice things. But I guess it depends who you're playing with.
This game falls apart easily if you play it with accountants.
Yeah.
Kasi parang nako-compute nila, okay, so you
Hindi
will
siya
get
worth
this,
it.
this, and this, yung future worth. So if I
Lu-
trade this. So ito lang yung optimum value, can only sell this for this.
Yeah.
Tapos parang ako, I mean, it makes sense.
Okay. Okay. Okay,
Okay.
kunin mo na lang. Okay, I'll agree to your trade. There you go. Yeah, Chinatown. Also,
Chinatown.
JP says, how about Katamino? I mean, if it's challenging for you, let us know why. Katamino is like yung Tetris piece. I like the two-player. I like Katamino Family, or if you have the giant one, it's really fun to
The
play
giant
yung
one.
versus mode ng Katamino. Really, really fun. Lewin says Feudum.
I think any game na may puzzle aspect could be challenging.
Mm-hmm.
Like yung mga escape room type games, it could be challenging because sometimes you get stumped by a certain puzzle or certain something na para I don't get it. I'm not stupid, but hindi ko siya gets. Parang ganun. You have that feeling.
Feudum, have you played? I have not played.
I have not played Feudum, but
I really
it looks,
like the art nito. It's very
is
weird,
it
but
a
I like
Euro
weird
game?
art.
Bakit may weird monster?
Sobrang cute ng pieces na to. It's super
What's
weird.
Feudum?
But I love it. Let us know why, Luvin, why it's challenging for you. Mark Ellis says, good evening, GL Fambam. Well, good evening. Welcome to the stream. Let us know if you have a board game na challenging, but you still love. JP says, challenging yung high difficulty puzzles. Oh, I agree. If you have tried Katamino, if you tried any of the IQ Fits, IQ Puzzler Pro, super fun for me. But I spend like a whole day in the store just finishing like a puzzle kasi gusto ko talaga ma-finish siya. When I was in store pa, no? Really, really fun yung mga ganun na games. But yeah. Okay. I guess I'll go next to mine. My next one is, I think this showed on stream when we played it. But I still like it. Like it. But yeah, Terraforming Mars. Very challenging for me. The only thing that it's very challenging for me. Di ba sa Power Grid yung math, sa Dream On yung memory. This one, it's just reading. I mean, I can read, but I'm a lazy reader. Really, really lazy reader. And sa sobrang dami ng cards ng Terraforming Mars, and I don't wanna like learn all of these cards. You can't make me read the book talaga. I'm telling you now, unless it's like a really good rule book. But yeah, Terraforming Mars really challenging for me dahil sa reading part, because I have to read all of these cards, and I don't want to do that.
Especially because you're gonna draft. So parang if you draft, parang okay, I have 4 cards. I will read them. Then I have 3 cards. I will read them again. 2 cards, gonna read all of them. 1 card gonna read. I guess yung 1 card you don't read it anymore because
I'll just
get it.
What happened to me was, okay, I'll just get this one. It looks nice. Ganun na lang nangyayari. And when I played like physical, it's just more reading. And at that, parang dun sa table presence siya, I want to read your cards. I want to know what you do. I want to know what you do. But
I agree.
But I don't want to read everything.
Sometimes Sometimes when I play the physical copy of Terraforming Mars, I kind of forget na parang, may action pala ako na available. I can do
Yeah,
this. Or parang, uh, yeah. So parang parang may sequence of parang, if I do this, and do this, sometimes I forget na I have
I can.
this
Yeah,
available actions for me.
yeah, but really good game. Like minsan it's also really really long. I like it. But yeah, yun lang for me. For me, it's just the reading part. Like I like it when it clicks for me. Kasi wala na akong babasahin. That's like in the middle of the game or the end game na siya. When everything's set up and goal ko na lang is to raise the oxygen and the water levels up and then tapos na. It clicks for me. But at the start talaga with so much reading, eh,
And
yeah.
very tight rin naman rin kasi yung money in Terraforming Mars. So parang you really have to just pick certain cards kasi you cannot just spend, spend, spend.
Yeah. So that's my third pick. Terraforming Mars.
Terraforming
I know a lot of you
Mars.
like this game. Love this game actually. Duane.
For me, challenging part of Terraforming Mars is the art. That
you
they
can
fixed na yan, Ares Expedition.
you can't look at it. Okay. Leuven says, Feudum. It's a Euro game. It has a push and pull mechanic. Parang may pagka 4x. Ooh, that sounds fun. Why is it challenging for you though? Like I want to know why it's challenging. Is it the push and pull mechanic? And then Rain says, you quoted me. I can read. Willow 2021.
Yeah. Get him, Rain. Yan kasi nilaglag mo kasi siya, Willow. Walang
Bawal pala.
laglagan.
It was Gino. It wasn't me. Mark Ellis says, challenging game for me is The Crew. Co-op game of reading your co-players. Logic may or may not align for a
Oh
certain
my
round. That is
God.
true.
Oo nga. That's so true.
I mean, for most
Parang
co-op
gusto ko
games,
tuloy palitan yung isang game ko here. Pero I agree. Ang hirap ng The Crew. Lalo na basta sometimes it just works na parang, yay! Okay, easy. Tapos may
yeah,
mga
yeah.
times, paano natin to gagawin, guys?
That's
Guys,
ang nangyayari pa is one has a plan, the other has a different plan. Tapos they're executing it at the same time. Tapos hindi na
ah,
gumagana. Yeah.
tapos if you play it na yung parang super strict sa rules, yung tititigan mo lang siya parang,
Do this.
wag mo yung gagawin. Wag mo yung gagawin.
Yeah.
Wag mong ibababa yan. Binaba niya. Ano na, wala na. Kasi you cannot communicate anything. So parang ano lang, mga strongly worded stares.
Gina also says, Willow, let's play Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective. Puro icons lang, promise, no reading. You know what? That's the reason why I play Chronicles of Crime. I'm telling you right now. I was gonna put I like yung playthrough din nung Sherlock Holmes, but I was looking for someone to read it for me, a YouTube video that reads it for me, or an app that reads it for me when I click ano. But I can't find any, so that's why I haven't played Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective a lot. But really good game.
It
I just
is.
can't
It is a really good game. I
read
love
it.
Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective.
Yeah. Maybe Dwayne,
Yeah.
you can read it for me and then sabihin ko
Oh,
na lang yung
oh,
thoughts ko pag ano.
when we play this, we try to take on some accents so that it's more immersive.
Yeah. I just don't want to read it. That's my ano. That's why it's challenging for me. And then Kelvin says, sumabot pa. Sulkin is fun, but you really need to plan your placements carefully or it will mess up your sequence. Yes, I agree.
Oh yes. This game looks pretty, but timing is everything.
Yeah.
Parang when will you jump on the merry-go-round? When will you take them back?
I like this pick.
I love
Uh,
Zolkin.
I love Sulkin. And
I love Zolkin.
siguro,
Sobrang unique kasi it's one of the may other games naman na may rotating thing. Pero dito, the rotating thing is the core of the game.
yeah, I agree.
And I've seen copies na painted yung discs and I'm like, wow, it's so cool.
Yeah. For me, bawi na sa akin yung I can't read as much. Basta yun, there's a sense of like timing in the game. That's why I like Tolkien. And yeah, yan. Okay. And France says, Terra Mystica, its complexity is intimidating. Yeah, there are a lot of games na parang it's challenging to like learn the game. One example would be Root. Kasi madami kang kailangan alamin to read to ano the everyone's movement. But once you get it, it gets better, I think. Yeah. But we'll still put it. Nililitan ko na lang yung yung ano kasi wala na space.
I told you,
Okay.
madami to. This will be a spicy show. Pero sige, moving forward with my third pick of game that I love, but that's really challenging. It's Game of Thrones, the board game.
Okay. Let me get the photo.
Game of Thrones, a board game. It's a area control game with lots of politicking involved. You play as a house in Game of Thrones. So you have the Lannisters, the Baratheons, the Starks, the Tyrells. You play them and you try to get the most points, and you do that by controlling certain cities. On top of that, you have the threat, the White Walkers from the north. So this game, we've only played this every after season finale ng Game of Thrones, and we make an event out of this. As in, we really
Nice.
parang parang season finale celebration.
Yeah.
Na parang because before season 8, Game of Thrones was
Mm.
everything.
Yeah.
Sorry, Game of Thrones season 8, you botched it. Pero yeah, so parang tas matagal pa yung next season, so parang we want to say a proper goodbye. So we play this game a whole day, big tables, tas parang we set it up really nicely. Tas you really have to make a lot of deals in this game and break those deals so that you can get ahead. Uh, Tapos there was one time, I'm not sure what year was that, but that was the season na everyone was against the Lannisters. And I got to play the Lannisters. Sabi ko, guys, wag natin gayahin yung TV show. I have
Don't hate me
em-
here.
I have enemies to the west, enemies to the east, enemies to the north, enemies to the south. Pero sobrang fun pa rin kasi you get to relieve, but RELIV. But
Live.
anyway,
Yeah.
relive.
There you
Oh my god, pronunciation. And what's that?
go.
The show, and then you put it in a very satisfying game. So I like it. It's a bit challenging because there's a lot of politics and a lot of rules involved, pero it's a game that I truly love.
There you go. Game of Thrones, the board game. May Mother of Dragons na dumating pala sa Marvelous Supply Drop. So if you
Hindi
like
ko pa
this,
yun nalalaro, yung
they
may
said it's
Mother
really,
of
really good. Yeah.
Dragons.
Yeah.
Kasi nung season 8 happened, I was in Cebu. Pero I also played that game. Tas ang fun nun kasi no one knows me that well when I was in Cebu. So para ako,
Mhm.
guys, you can trust me. And I'm like, yeah, they trusted me. And it
No,
was their
you should
downfall.
you shouldn't trust me.
But you should trust me always.
Yeah. Okay, Dwayne. But yeah, nice pick. Game of Thrones, a board game. Leuven says, anything 4 point something complexity sa BGG. Actually, yes. 4 is a bit
True.
high. Going to 4 pa lang, like 3.5 and higher, medyo pa ano na yun eh. Pa reading a lot. That's what I feel.
Any, Tapos may certain designers na ano eh, na, what do you call that? Common culprit, mga Stephen Felds, mga Uwe Rosenbergs. They're really, really meaty, really chunky. Pero if you're into that, it's also very satisfying.
Yeah.
Tapos
When
parang, sometimes you just want to challenge yourself. Parang if you have been playing board games na parang, okay, I progressed from yung mga gateway games, tas medium weight games. Parang, maybe you want to try rin yung heavier games kasi there's a real satisfaction once you complete a game na parang, oh wow, it's a 4 rating in BGG pero nakaya namin.
Yeah. Rain says Arkham Horror is also challenging. Sometimes the luck or unluckiness of the draw can change the outcome
Yes.
of the game. Is this Arkham Horror the card game? I'm assuming it is because you're
I
drawing
think
something.
I think both.
Both. Okay,
Ay
we're gonna
kung
put.
luck of the draw, I, I think it's more LCG kung luck of
Yeah,
the
we'll
draw.
put LCG. Yeah. Yeah.
Pero
On the
Arkham Horror, the board game is also bad in a sense na sometimes you just lose.
Yep. No way for you to win.
Yeah, parang okay, nag-open yung mga gates. Okay, andyan na yung mga monsters. Patay ka
Yeah.
na, patay ka na, patay ka na. Okay. Dito na
Done.
lang ka. I'm just gonna lie down here waiting for Cthulhu to step on me. Because
Yeah. Speaking
insanity.
of Arkham Horror, meron rin packs na dumating. So if you wanna get packs, I think it's the recent one. You can get it from the Marvelous Supply Drop, which is live now if you just came
Ooh.
into the stream. Sam says another recommendation: Fake Artist Goes to New York. I break under pressure. Uh, there are games that I break under pressure also. This one's one of them. But this one's really fun.
this
Uh,
is
eh,
this
and
is one of
saglit
my
lang yung
favorite.
pressure. Saglit
Yep.
lang yung pressure dito. Kaya okay siya. Yeah.
So, sometimes you can get away with it. Pero sometimes kung ikaw yung fake artist, tas ikaw yung nauna mag-drawing, tas parang lahat titingin sa'yo, parang ano drawing mo?
You just
Ikaw
put a
fake artist.
line. You just put a line.
Parang,
Nagawa
that
ko yun. Tapos
does not
ako,
make
what?
sense.
What? What?
You
Don't
can
do it.
deny all you want, pero sa akin,
Don't
no
do it.
guys, ito na fake artist. We got them, we got it.
Yeah. Also, Sam, in the same vein, letters from Whitechapel or Whitehall Mysteries. Playing as Jack is such a struggle to play. It's cool when the police are just a few steps away. This is a hidden movement
Hidden
game.
movement game, yeah.
Yeah. Nakaka-pressure nga yun. So yung mga in the same tree of Scotland Yard, yan. Spectre Ops, Whitehall Mystery. There you go. Really fun. Okay. My next one. Oh, fourth na pala.
Yeah, fourth na.
Oh, so fresh. This one, I really, really like the game. It's been in a top shelf before, but it's very challenging. And why I like it? It's because it's challenging. This is Hostage Negotiator.
Ooh.
For me, the why I like it is because there's always a chance for you to lose, and I like those games. Yung mga may chance for you to lose, even if you prepared everything for any role that you can imagine. But also that's why it's challenging for me. Kasi you prepared everything for it, but you still can lose. Kahit mag-spend ka na ng ilang cards just to reroll, you can lose. But if you haven't played Hostage Negotiator, it's a solo-only game where you're talking to a hostage taker. You're the negotiator, and you talk to them by rolling dice. You choose a card to play, and then you roll dice to see kung ano yung outcome. You have some cards to change that outcome. But if naubos yan, then you'll have to go with the conversation kung ano man yung na-roll mo dun. But yeah, really, really challenging. But when you win, it's really satisfying also. I think that's what I like talaga dun sa Hostage Negotiator. I think Gino has played this. I don't know if I think Rain also has played this. Very challenging rolling dice kasi. So medyo may pagka-random, but I love yung pag kaya mong i-mitigate yung dice mo. Yeah, that's it. Hostage Negotiator. I think this is its second top shelf na. Yeah.
Okay, sige. Okay, going straight to my fourth pick. This one is along the veins of Terra Mystica na just high challenge complexity rating. This one is Carnegie.
Mm-hmm.
So Carnegie, you play as Andrew Carnegie, one of the most influential entrepreneur, and he basically you're building a business. There are lots of moving parts. Uh, why I love this game because it's the art is gorgeous. It's the art is by Ian O'Toole. Parang any Ian O'Toole na art na
Yeah.
game, parang chef's kiss. The mechanic of the game, it parang it complements the theme. As in, you feel like you're really building a business. You're building an empire in the United States. So you can really feel that aspect. Uh, it's also very challenging because there are games that you want to do a lot of things, but you cannot do everything.
Yeah.
And you have to time everything perfectly, or else there are times na parang okay, this is a dead move, which is sad. You don't want that. Na parang you have one turn, you're doing nothing.
Yeah.
Pero this game, super fun.
Yep.
Carnegie.
Weight niya sa BGG is 3.81.
Yeah.
It's on there. Almost
It's
the 4.
it's there.
Yeah. Heavy game. But artwork, Ian O'Toole, I agree with you. Really, really good artwork. Yung ano, anything
Ma-
Ian O'Toole.
Madami pang heavier games that I want to put there, but this one is really the one that struck to me. I can also mention I also like Terra Mystica na mention siya. And along that vein, Gaia Project, yung parang reskin version na pang space. Uh, ano pa ba? Mga other games. Hindi. Nasa honorable mention ko na pala yung others. Sige.
Yeah, speaking of honorable mentions, actually, we're gonna get into that since
Oh my God. Wow,
it's
mabilis
the
na lang.
fourth na. Um, but Leuven says agree with Carnegie. Yep, for sure. Yeah. I'll guess I'll go first for honorable mentions. I just put two. Uh, I really like these games, pero they're quite heavy, and I don't play it always, kaya hindi ko na ano. But number one is Scythe. I think you saw that din dun sa ano, dun sa playthrough, but really enjoy the game. It's just challenging for me kasi ang daming combinations, ang daming kailangan matutunan. When it's a game na ganon, I really like it, but I have to play it a lot so that I can get to like really learn the game. And then the other one is Brass, Birmingham or Lancashire. Really, really good games. It's heavy. Well, for me, it's heavy. Yeah, it's challenging for me. Uh, I don't know why I like it. It just works. The whole game works. The mechanics, yung moving parts niya, it just works. Pero a bit heavier. Yun sa like yung my usual taste ko. Kaya it's yeah, yeah. How about you, Dwayne? What's your honorable mentions?
Oh, for my honorable for my honorable mentions, it would be Great Western Trail. I recently played this with my good friend Ivan. It's a game where you deliver cows. Super
Cows.
fun, cute yung art, pero parang it's one of those games na parang point salad. A lot of things happening in the game, a lot of things that you have to uh, take note of, and everything is moving at the same time. You have to find your own engine, and you cannot do everything that you want because the game does not allow you to. Pero Great Western Trail. The other one is Merv, another game na art by Ian O'Toole. I always forget kung sino yung designer. Wait lang, let me search it. Pero parang there are games na parang, Ian O'Toole to for sure. Uh, super nice rin yung
Yeah,
game.
maganda yung Merv. I like Merv
The
looks really nice.
colors,
Yeah.
the it's a worker placement game, pero you're going around the city of Merv, tapos basta unique yung pagiging worker placement niya. Again, a lot of things happening, a lot of moving parts. pero really satisfying. And I guess yun yung main takeaway ko for these challenging games na parang there are games that are really challenging, but once you finish it, even if you don't win, there's a feeling of satisfaction, a
Yeah.
feeling of accomplishment na parang na I finished this game. Para okay, I feel that I'm not saying na you have to play these games na para masabi mo na you are a board gamer, pero there's you cannot parang ano lang dahil pinaghirapan mo siya, mas satisfying yung ending.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Agree.
pero dalawa lang for
Honorable
my honorable
mentions.
mention because some are were mentioned na
Yeah, madami nga
in
na-mention na in chat.
uh, come on chat kasi ng chat.
JP says, Terra Mystica and Gaia Project, parehong di ko pa nauunawaan ang kabuuan. Ganon din ang size, pero magagandang games. Yeah, I think we're the same. I think we're the same. Really, really good games. Like you appreciate na ganon yung design niya. But for like us, like for me, medyo nahihirapan ako when it's ang daming combinations na I can't remember your side, I can't remember that side, and then handle my side pa. Yeah, nice. Okay, I guess we're going to our last one. Since you won the Bato topic, do you want to go first or should I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sige. My last pick, challenging, uh, but I still really love. This is challenging because the game is challenging, but it's one of the most memorable experiences in a board game that you can have. Sam's favorite game, Pandemic Legacy Season 1. Sam doesn't really like Pandemic. But for me, challenging because the game is really challenging. Not like yung I mean, part of it is yung playing the game na Pandemic mismo, but outside of the game, every time you get into a game, may choices ka rin kasi doon. And some choices can do you harm in the long run. So this one's really challenging in that sense. But I really, 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 really recommend Pandemic Legacy Season 1 if you want to have a memorable experience with a group, a partner, or just yourself.
Yes.
It's like you're watching a really a long a 12 episode series na may plot twists every game. Ganun siya. Yeah. Very memorable. We can't really spoil much, but it's very challenging. Yan. And just a side note, it's very challenging now kasi nga, kung na-start nyo siya before the lockdowns, it's
Oh
challenging to
yeah.
play because you can't play it now.
I have a game of Pandemic Legacy na hindi na namin natuloy just because we can't meet in person anymore.
Yeah. Yun lang. Though, that's why it makes it more challenging now. That's my last pick.
For my
What's
last
your...
for my last pick, this game it's an event. It's epic, it's big, it's weighty and complex. You have to do a lot of things. There's a lot of moving parts. You're building an intergalactic empire. You're fighting. You're doing politics. You're leveling up a tech tree. Everything. You're doing everything. And this game is Twilight Imperium.
Yep. Yep.
This game in BGG I checked the playing time is 240 to 480 minutes and I kind of agree. Uh, Teaching this game is a little bit challenging because you're playing asymmetric. You have different factions, so parang you have to uh, know what all the factions are doing so that you can adjust your strategy accordingly. On top of it, it's a 4x game, so a lot of things happening. You have your ships, you're moving around, you're getting resources, you're leveling up your technology so that you become better, but you do that all the while all of your enemies or allies are doing
Allies.
that as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pero this game is epic. Parang when we play this, as in like, oh, hindi mo na mamalayan yung oras na parang, wow, 4 hours na pala to 6 hours. Yung,
Crazy.
pero yeah,
So
this
far.
game is crazy. There was one time na I was not the one playing, pero in a convention in Bacon, there was one table. They started 9 in the morning when the convention opened. Parang okay, Twilight Imperium. Tapos walang tayuan. They ended 9 in the evening. Pero parang tapos when I talk to them, parang oh, kumusta naman yung game? Parang ang saya. Grabe si ano, tapos trinador niya si ano. Tapos ang dami nilang kwento. Yung
Yeah.
parang, tapos parang, kumain ba kayo? Ano yun? Hindi na sila kumain because you just have to uh, continue with the game. It's really, really amazing. And
It's a very
I
big
want,
game.
I'm looking forward to playing this game again, hopefully soon. And that's Twilight Imperium.
Nice picks. Yeah, there you go. That completes our top shelf for challenging board games that we still love. Just to say them again, mine is Power Grid, Dream On, Terraforming Mars, Hostage Negotiator, and Pandemic Legacy Season 1.
Mine is Hail Hydra, Agricola, A Game of Thrones, the board game, Carnegie, and Twilight Imperium.
And then chat here has a whole bunch of games that you, if you want to check out to be challenged, Spirit Island, Monopoly, Welcome to, Terra Mystica, Battlestar Galactica, Gloomhaven, Hadrian's Wall, The Crew, Chinatown, Hughes and Q's, Dead of Winter, Feudum, Token, Arkham Horror, the card game, A Fake Artist Goes to New York, and Whitehall Mysteries. There you go. Challenging board games that we still love. Sam
Yes.
says, saying I love Pandemic is slander. Behind me is a shelf with Pandemic Iberia, and Pandemic Legacy Season 1. So I
Lagot
guess
ka,
it was
Willow.
true. You love it, right? Yeah. Uh,
Anyway, again, these games they're challenging. Pero uh my suggestion, if you haven't tried these games, give them a try. Maybe you
yep.
like them, maybe you won't, but at least you try them. Parang open-minded ka pa, parang ganun lang. Sometimes there are games na it looks difficult and it is difficult, but just take time. Ang best bet doon is find someone that is very passionate in teaching, and we're gonna do a show about that soon, that can really guide you so that you can learn this game and learn to love them,
Yeah.
because there's a reason why we love them even
Yeah.
though that they're challenging.
Yeah. I really wanna say that you should try board games, even if you think it's hard, even if you think complex, even if you think it's gonna take 6 hours. You'll never know. You might be one of those people who like the 6 hour board games. Yeah.
and and don't sell yourself short. You have the capability to get this game. Parang magigets nyo siya. Maybe it's not in the first try.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you need a couple of games under your belt para magigets pa siya. Pero that feeling of satisfaction na ultimately, yung parang there's a spark in your eyes. Parang, gets ko na yung game. Gets ko na yung game. Humanda kayong lahat. This is my strategy. Yan.
Yeah.
That's one of the most satisfying feelings that I get when I teach these games to players na para gets na nila, goods na tayo. Okay. Hay, wala lang. Namiss ko
Uh,
mag-teach ng board games
I do also.
in person.
Mr. Star says, Millennium Blades gameplay video na. You have? Are you gonna go live on Friday for that? Maybe. All
Ooh.
right. So if you guys wanna catch us again, we're gonna be live again on Friday 8 p.m. and then of course on Monday 8 p.m. also. Thank you guys for watching the show. I hope you still enjoyed. And then Lumen
Wait,
says, any
wait,
games
wait.
from Ion Games, try nyo. Hehe. Yeah.
Wait, before we go,
Yeah.
let's remind our viewers that we have the Marvelous Supply Drop available. but bakit I'm tongue-tied tonight? We have the Marvelous Supply Drop available now in gaminglive.com. Soon will be available in Lazada and Shopee. So if kung may habol pa kayo sa 99 carts nyo, pwede nyo isabay doon. Pero Willow, tama ba? Will be available soon. And not all games. For some of the games. Pero
In let's
if
yeah.
you want to grab the copy, because sometimes there are games na sought after, grab them now while in the website.
Yeah.
Ano pa ba? Do we have other announcements?
I think that's it.
Gen Con happening this weekend. I've been looking at some board games that will be released in Gen Con. Really exciting. And we might do
Mm,
a show about the games that will be released there.
there you go. Yeah. If you guys want to see the challenging board games list, I'm gonna be posting it on G Live Game Night. If you want to see news, anything board games, if you want to talk about anything board games, you can share there. If you want to play board games with other people, you can post there. That's G Live Game Night community on Facebook. It's a Facebook group where we talk about anything about board games. So join
Yep.
that. I always share the stream there. Yan.
If you have any comments, suggestions, topics that you want us to make a top shelf of, comment below so that we can, this is a really interesting topic, and thank you, chat, for suggesting that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
that's it.
Okay, I guess that's it. Thank you guys again for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed as much as we did. We'll see you again on Friday, 8 p.m.
Friday.
Peace. Bye bye.
Bye bye.